Hello everyone, it's Toar here. Welcome to another StarCraft II video where I'll be commentating once again a 1v1 played in the Gold League. Now let's go ahead and introduce our players on the map Ascension to ILE. Spawning in top left hand side from the group MMSC2 is our red Terran Herades, or Herades. I'm not sure how to pronounce her name, I am sorry. Spawning in the bottom right hand side is our blue Zerg stream. Let's go have a look at what our Terran is doing. Opting to put his supply depot not at his ramp, which is an interesting decision considering normally if you play against Zerg at any level, you always go for that wall. Because if you do not, the Zerg can do Zergling run-bys into your main and decimate your economy. You really don't want to do that. You really don't want to be in that situation. So, my first tip on this game is that always put a wall. Always. Just always. When you're playing Zerg, always put a wall. Remember that. Wall. Go and have a look at our Zerg opponent. He's going for a hatch first before the spawning pool, probably to get out that early economy, which kind of just suggests to me that he's not really going for an aggressive build. If he was going for aggression, he would have plopped down the spawning pool a bit earlier, but this is a standard extractor spawning pool expansion. There's nothing really out of the ordinary going on yet. Our Terran opponent is apparently in love with something. I haven't kept track of that conversation, but he's probably in love with StarCraft II because it's such a good game. Is that your GF or I don't know what they mean, but anyway, our Terran player is also getting his expansion at the same time and getting his refinery open, probably. Ooh, double refinery. Are we going to see some wild tech coming out of our Terran opponent? Interestingly, no scouting has gone on from his side. Let's go have a look. No, he has no idea what that what our Zerg player is doing. Now, obviously, I've said this before in other videos, you should always scout, because it can give you vital information, and I just saw him clicking on the screen there, so he's probably saying, yeah, he's going down with 2 Marines. Is our Zerg opponent? Yeah, he's making 4 Zerglings. He'll be able to hold off this aggression. Well, it's not really aggression, just 2 Marines. He should be able to take care of that, no problem. But anyway, where was I? Yes, if you scout, you'll be able to see what your opponent is doing, what buildings he's got, and that more importantly, that will allow you to react accordingly and to prepare for whatever your opponent is throwing your way. Having a look at our Zerg opponent, he's got his queen out and also used inject larvae to get more larvae off of his hatchery to increase his production, and he's also started that metabolic boost upgrade to increase the speed of the Zerglings. And now the two, where are you why are you going up there? He's going to lose that overlord. No, you need to come down. He's really sad that he lost that overlord. But anyway, I don't understand why he sent the 4 Zerglings all the way up there when he's got 2 Marines. I mean, yes, he's got that queen, but he could have avoided. He did not need to lose that overlord. That overlord could have lived a long and happy life, but he chose to let it die. But he's managed to clear it up with 2 queens, and he's also managed to get 2 Zerglings. 2 Zerglings? That is more than 2 Zerglings. A lot of Zerglings. Taking a look at what our red Terran is doing, he's upgrading his expansion to an orbital command. Pretty standard, and he's also got a double engineering bay, probably to get out those upgrades, but he's not researching anything yet. Another thing that I've mentioned in videos before is that, we've got a big blue running up the map. I'll come back to that. The Zerglings have got their speed. Now, what they're going to do, they're probably going to run in here, decimate all of these SCVs, which is going to be huge, because if we take a look at what's going on, the blue Zerg has now killed 2 workers, 3 workers, 4 workers. That is massive, because that obviously will disrupt their mining. Now, what these Zerglings will need to do is stop attacking this, capitalize on this, and it's too late now. That Cyclone is going to be able to hold it off. But what they should have done, in my opinion, is capitalize on the fact that they've killed their SCVs, go up into the main line, and then run into this mineral line and kill more SCVs. But he's down here picking up the SCVs, and if we follow the Zerglings coming in, and he has indeed get into that mineral line, and he is able to do some aggression on that line and kill more SCVs, taking the total up to 10 from 12 from 4. That's like 8 SCVs killed. That is good. He's disrupted the mining. He doesn't need to lose these Zerglings. Yep, and he's retreated, which is good. Whew. going down and having a look what our Zerg player is doing. Pretty normal stuff. He's got queens out, putting creep tumors down to be able to spread that creep to allow his units to move faster, and he's also got a third expansion. In terms of tech here, oh, okay, he's got movement speed of overlords, which will obviously allow him to scout more, but I am curious, he's got 2 overlords in positions here, and if we take a look, he hasn't got an evolution chamber just yet. He has got Baneling Nest though, but what I was going to say is that obviously if you get evolution chamber with Zerg, which is the building that lets you get upgrades, you can now upgrade overlords individually to be able to carry units in the same manner that a medevac can, but obviously they can't heal, and that's huge because if you you can load up Banelings. He's got a Baneling Nest. You can then fly over here, drop this in the middle line, and cause lots and lots of damage. But still no research coming out of these 2 engineering bays. Guys, if you get a building, you should use that. You should use it for what it's for, ASAP, because then it's just wasted resources. 2 things. One, we've got a mildly sized Terran force with a few Marines, Hellions, and a Medivac moving across the map, but interestingly, we have 3 overlords going over to this position. Now, is he going to do what I was talking about, getting that, getting those, upgrading those overlords to be able to carry units? We will just have to wait and see. Okay, I was about to comment on the fact that the Zerg player was floating quite a lot of minerals, and he still is. 600 is quite a lot of minerals. We'll see what he plans to do with that. But yes, in general, you don't want to. Oh, we've got an attack going down right now. Those queens are going to be able to take out that Hellion. The Zerg coming. These Banelings are probably going to be able to connect and fend off this attack. Nope, the Terran does the smart thing, picks up his units in time, and gets away. Let's take a look at what happened right there. Yeah, he's managed to kill a few units, but this game is currently favouring the blue Zerg in my opinion, because he's killed more units and more workers. And he's also about to grab his 4th base, which is rather quick. There you go, there's the evolution chamber. I really wonder what's going to come out of this. Obviously upgrades to increase the effectiveness, there you go, of his ground force, but also possibly to get that capacity upgrade, carrying upgrade for the overlords. Let's take a look. He's put a creep tumor here for some reason. I guess to spot whether the Terran is going to do any drops. That's weird. But anyway, let's go have a look at what our Terran player is doing. Building up a Medivac and a Liberator out of a starport, which I don't think you need a tech lab to do. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, he could have been way more effective. Actually, I may be wrong. You might need a tech lab to build a Liberator. But yes, definitely, if you want to build Medivacs, always build a slap a reactor onto that starport to be able to double produce them. And he's also double producing Widow Mines, which can be quite helpful depending on what he does with them. He could take them over to his opponent's base, plant them in his mineral line, and then rack up all of those drone kills. Interestingly though, let's have... Oh gosh. Is he? Yes, he is. Oh my gosh, guys, he's upgrading his overlords to be able to carry the units. He's doing exactly what I thought he was about to do. There you go. These overlords can now carry stuff. He's probably going to take them over here, and then fly them over and just lay waste to everything in that base. There you go. Yes. No. Wait. What? He's put queens. He's going to do a queen drop. Oh my gosh, this is going to be amazing when this happens. But anyway, I was about to say, he's built a macro hatch in a weird place because that's quite open and vulnerable. At least if he was going to use it, he could have put it down in middle line. But let's have a look at what's going on here. We've got Banelings and Zerglings moving all the way up, and he's upgrading all of those overlords. Guys, he's going to do it. He's going to do a drop into the main base of our Terran opponent. Let's have a look. He has no idea that this is happening. He's just like, okay, the Zerg player is doing nothing, but he's not scouting. He's not using those scans. Yes, mules are effective, but scans are also great. We don't have a Hellion moving down. He will be able to see he's got a hatchery there in quite a weird place. Let's have a look at what he's doing. Yes, he's loaded them up. And now are we going to see the biggest mass drop of Zerglings, Queens and Banelings? Although he hasn't left that one has left behind That is the Macaulay Culkin of Banelings. He's been left at home, not going on holiday. He's going to have fun. But anyway, here we go, guys. There's a massive drop moving into the main base of our Terran now. That Liberator has gotten into position, and he will be able to hold off, but not for long, because that Queen has killed it. And this is amazing. This is huge. Oh my gosh! Massive Widowmine detonations. Will he be able to land those? Yes, he will. He's barreled them. Oh, that Queen. Oh, those Widowmines have saved the day for our Terran opponent, and he's been able to fend that off pretty well. Now, obviously, at this stage, he's probably not going to do many drops, although he probably will sit here to take out that command center. He needs to cancel that right now to get back the money. He needs to cancel it. No, he's going to no, he messed up. Basically, you guys need, if your buildings are dying, you need to cancel them. Those Queens are just slowly making their way across the map and setting themselves up for another attack. Those Banelings, pointless, they just died for no reason. And the Zerglings getting us around, but not quite. I don't think he's going to be able to go through this just because of those two bunkers offering too much defensive support, but we'll see. Those Queens transfusing each other, which is allowing them to keep their health and healing each other. Transfuse, of course, a very powerful ability, as it effectively allows Queens to stay alive infinitely long if you have a critical mass. A lot of action going on at the front of our Terran, at the front of the Terran player, using SCVs to try and desperately heal that that bunker, but it looks like the DPS might be too great, and he may he's fine. He's going to be able to repel this attack, and he's going to take those Queens into the sanctuary of those overlords. And oh my gosh, is he going to try and detonate? Is he going to try and burrow under them? Is he going to get them? No, unfortunately not. He was able to get away in time. We will not see an epic killage of all the overlords. Wow! Oh my gosh, guys, the Zerg player has nearly 8,000 minerals. Okay, and he's also producing 40 Zerglings. But anyway, I want to talk about the fact. Oh, stream, we need to talk 8,000 minerals. You don't need that many. You need to be spending those minerals, getting those upgrades. I mean, you're only getting +1 melee, but you should be building more evolution chambers, more upgrades. I mean, you haven't. I mean, I can't see on here what upgrades you can get from here, but I assume you don't have the Zerg, the Roach upgrade. No, you don't. You need to get more upgrades. You do not need 7,000 minerals at any given time. Our Terran player trying to do some aggression, but those Queens are probably going to be able to hold it off successfully. Is he borrowing the Widow Mines? No, he hasn't brought it here. He's up to not to bring them with him, which is really kind of weird. This is an awesome game, guys. This is really good. This is really fast-paced and really action-packed. Our Terran player is still on 2 bases, which is... Oh, well, he did lose that one, but he hasn't expanded again. He needs to. He's going to run out of minerals at this expansion quite soon. Oh my gosh, again, we've got a massive Zerg force moving over to the left-hand side of the map. Gonna do a flank attack from this side, and is he going to be ready? I mean, if he borrows all these window mines, he might just be able to fend off these Zerglings, but I think it's too good. I think he's got too many. He's got Banelings and Roaches. These widow mines, he needs to borrow them. He doesn't see this. Again, he's not doing that much scouting. He doesn't know what buildings, he doesn't know what tech he's on. You should always scout. That's like, I know I've said it like a million times through this video, but the moral of this video is always scout. Oh no, he's taken over those widow mines. He needs those widow mines right here. He's gonna lose all of this. No, quick, he should have. Did he see that? I don't know. He probably didn't. That's not good. That is really not good. He needs to take those wind mines back right now. He hasn't even got everything, and he's got a changeling. Let's see if he notices this. Nope. Well, did he just kill his own unit? Oh dear. I'm gonna need to watch that after I finish recording this, but I think he just killed his own marine. He mistake that for a changeling, and here we go. The Ravagers are moving in, able to get some shots off on those marines, but those widow mines did go down, and they did manage to get a few kills. Let's have a look. All units, no workers. Luckily for the Zerg, he managed to move away his units in time. He's now got swarm hosts parked inside Overlords. Oh my gosh, and we got an engagement right now. He is about to lose everything right here, right now. He needs to move those banelings, attack them, quick, stutter step, use micro. No, oh, this is so hard to watch. Oh no, no, you've lost everything. Oh, no, this can't be. This is the end of the game. He can't, he hasn't got enough. He's only producing Hellions, which is not what you want against this. You want siege tanks and Marauders especially to counter the counter the Ravagers and the Roaches, and the siege tanks to counter the Zerglings and the light bio, like Banelings. He needs better units for this. He needs those siege tanks. But oh, and here we get the Locusts coming in, and he's again loaded them up. Probably gonna float them over here or over here. Oh no, this is. Oh no, he's managed to. Surprisingly, he's managed to fend it off, but I assume not for long. We've got 32 Zerglings in production, which is an absolutely ridiculous amount. But that, if you convert them to Banelings, combine them with the Swarm Host, that's a really powerful attack. Okay, he has still got 8,000 minerals. Okay, so you know how I said the moral of the story is to always scout? Well, I'm going to add a new one to that. Keep your minerals low, and always scout. 2 tips. Just if you've got a lot of money, and he's not even at max supply, he's not even at 200. He doesn't need that many minerals. He needs to invest more. So yes, always keep on investing, keep on producing those units, because if you have low minerals, oh god, oh, he's got an Ultralisk cavern. We're gonna see Ultralisks. Yes, this game just keeps on giving. This is amazing. Our Terran player now has finally managed to get his 3rd expansion down after 16 minutes. He's got full energy on that orbital command. He's not using any of those abilities. Has he done a scan? Yes! Well done, you've used stuff on your orbital command. But unfortunately, I just don't think this is going to work out. Yes, he's got the Banelings. I mean, those are not Banelings, those are Hellions. Yes, he's got the Hellions, but I just think this is too much. Those Queens would do far too much damage. I'm not going to call it just yet, but I think this is heavily... Yeah, and here the Locusts come in. I'm fairly certain the Zerg player has got this. Obviously, I haven't seen what's happened in this match. I haven't looked at the outcome, but I'm fairly certain that we are going to see a Zerg victory. Oh wow, those all of those winter mines going off, getting horrible amounts of kills. I might take that back. The Terran player is managing to advance rather well, and if he manages to keep this up, if he keeps on sending units down, he might actually be. These SCVs doing nothing. Why aren't you over here making minerals? Not making minerals, mining those minerals and doing those gas geysers? I mean, yeah, fine. You got 1,500 gas. That is too much. You don't need that much. Again, same principle applies. Always invest. Always keep your money low. We are... I just don't see how the Terran player with the Chitinous plating and the Ultralisks coming along, coupled with Queens and Zerglings and Swarm Hosts, I don't see how the Terran player is going to make his way out of this. He's only on light bio units. These are going to get ripped to shreds by the Ultralisks, and with the armor plating, he just stands no chance. So I'm going to call it right now and say the Terran has won. No, sorry. The Zerg has won. I'm so good at this. It's like 2 AM at the moment. I am mildly tired. So excuse me if I'm making any issues. I'm making any errors. Our Terran player building up the bunkers here to be able to load them up, and also sensor tower, but no, it's just definitely too late. All of those Ultralisks moving across the map. Does he see this? Nope, he doesn't, but he's about to have a face full of Ultralisk and Zerglings. This is over. He can't win this. I know I've said this a lot, but I think this is it. It looks like he's preparing for a 2-pronged attack, attacking from here and here, which will be a very good idea. I'm pretty sure, yep, he does see this. He's probably seen all this red and going, oh my gosh, I'm so confused right now. Okay, we've got the Swarm Host firing those Locusts to initiate the attack, and here come the Ultralisks. Oh my god. This is a meat grinder. Those Ultralisks are going to town. He's finally decided to get siege tanks, but too little, too late. He is now really upset with himself, going, oh my gosh, I should have got the siege tanks. I should have built more factories. I should have expanded more. But this is what you're repaid with. You're getting a face full of Ultralisk. And I think that's it, because he's oh well, actually I'm just really annoyed at the fact that he's got full energy. Wait, what? Did he float down? That we've got a nice what we've got a nicer swerve. And to add to the embarrassment for the Terran player, he has now got a nicer swarm going outside his these hero marines coming down, but no, they're going to get killed. What's going to pop out of this nicer swarm? Of course, queens putting down that creep and going to be able to have their speed to be able to attack. This is most certainly the end to the game. The Terran player has lost. He needs to GG and get out. And there it is. There's GG, and we should see his departure imminently. The other GG, and that's it. The Zerg player has won the game. Whew. Right, that is the longest game I've ever recorded, I've ever casted, so that was so much fun. That was a really good game, in my opinion anyway. Right, tips. First of all, I said it before, do not float 8,000 minerals. You need to invest them, you need to do your upgrades, you need to do your tech researches, because if you don't, your opponent will get ahead of you. And on the flip side, if you're a Terran, these two command centers, orbital commands, have full energy on their energy meters, which is not good, because obviously you need to use them for mules, for income, for supply drops, and especially for scans. You need to get that scan in so you can get that information, because if we take a look, he had no idea that our Zerg player was going for an Ultralisk cavern. If he'd have seen that, and of course a Spire, which is of course important, if he'd have seen that he was going for air units and an Ultralisk cavern, he would have probably made a few siege tanks or a few anti-air units. But unfortunately, he did not do that, so he was not able to counter his opponent's units. So yes, definitely always scout. That's it for this game. I really hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. Remember to leave a comment if you liked it, or if you didn't like it, leave a suggestion. Thank you and goodbye.